This is the start of this phone number. As I have said, there is 5 different phone numbers. I know, it's funny that people act like that they're like my mom. I literally just had this discussion with Feisty. I mean, you are. Because you got 50 people saying, show this, show that. Then you got 50 more saying, do this, do that. But none of you can comprehend that there are 5 different fucking phone numbers and you can't show all fucking 5 at once. I'm starting to really wonder whose comprehension level is lower, yours or Gabby's. This audio recording 1. Here you go.
I don't know, can understand it this way. Do it this way. And hopes that you, I don't know, can understand it this way.
That's what I'm trying to do.
You don't have to talk about it. Because I know what they're doing. They do this shit on purpose. They bait you, they bait you, they bait you, they bait you. Fuck, you have even said it yourself. They bait you until they get you to explode. Like you did last night. Screaming, yelling. I wouldn't necessarily say screaming. I'll say yelling. At 12:30 at night at people that don't fucking matter. People that are on the internet while your son is sleeping. They take that and they put it in their back pocket. There's been a few people that apparently have been in contact with a CPS supervisor to say, hey, look, like, this is what she does. This is mentally unstable. And unfortunately, they'll look at it like that. You are letting nobodies get in your head to the point that they aggravate and cause a trigger like that. You have said it yourself. Yet, this is all the same shit that you went through before. You said that you weren't, you were done. But you're right back to it. So they're right back to it. Apparently, whenever Aaron's birthday was, people had videos of Cam sticking his hand in your boobs and playing with your boobs. And they're saying that made you horny. They also have videos from Aaron's birthday where he apparently beat your ass and then grabs a hold of Aaron's face and he's screaming and yelling, telling him to shut up. And saying that it's learned behavior. A 4-year-old should not do that, autistic or not. Gabby, when you tell people, do you know what it's like to raise an autistic child? I do. I most certainly do. And you know what my kid has never done? He has never hit me, bit me, and got in my face and screamed at me. I understand that autism affects every kid differently, but that is learned behavior. So they're providing it to CPS saying, look, obviously there's a lot of arguing and domestic situations going on in this house. As for the Brownie and them, why do you think Brownie and Laura and all of them haven't been live? Because apparently the Attorney General was indeed at court. He was. And they're taking these videos of you going right back to the way shit was before, and they're giving it to the Attorney General and this dude, whoever he was in court, and they're now making this a federal case. Due to the fact that you live in Florida and they're in Ohio and Indiana, it crosses state lines, which means it leaves Florida, okay? And at that point, it no longer is like a local, court, whatever case. That makes it a federal case. A federal charge is a hell of a lot worse than a regular, okay, at like state level. They have filed against you for defamation and slander, which unfortunately this really fucking sucks. But being that you lost in court, everything that you wrote on a piece of paper and you submitted to that judge, they can now come after you for slander and defamation, okay? And then you go into court and you're telling the court, Your Honor, I'm scared, I'm in fear, I'm emotionally hurt, I'm emotionally damaged, please help me and my family. And then you turn around and you do the same exact shit. The attorney tells you you're a paid actor. You call me crying and you're like, oh my God, he said I'm a paid actor, whatever. And then you turn around and you do the same shit. And then apparently Aaron has some fucking hate page that he's been leaving comments and joining lives and everything else in, pretending to be a quote hater. And you go live on the account laughing about it. That is more evidence for them. And at this point, there will be no you winning this case. These are criminal charges that are being brought against you and Aaron now. And you continue to go live and you continue to do the same shit that you were doing before, that you said was entertainment that you're not doing anymore because you have a job.
And I know from Brownie who went live.
And then when they show up with a warrant and they take you and Aaron and they take your kid, you won't be able to stop them. And then what? Then everybody who says that you choose the internet over your child becomes right. And I'm not saying this to be a bitch. I am saying it to be truthful, to be blunt, and to be honest.
February 11th.
Every time that you say you're going to stop and you don't, it proves more than an addiction. You said that you were only live because, entertainment. No,
she recorded
you were entertaining people for money. Now that you have a job, you're not doing it, but you're whether you see it or not, I'm being honest, you're doing it. And at some point, you have to say, my son is more important, and you have to stop. Just like every time that you say, you don't know what it's like to raise an autistic kid. Well, guess what? I do. I do. I have, and I continue to. But my child has not ever hit, bit, punched. I understand that every child is different. But something else is going on. And these are what these people are trying to explain to you. But you just keep going live. You just keep showing him because you're like, nah, fuck it. He's my kid. You're right. He is your kid.
No, it was 6 o'clock in the morning.
But there's still other things, you know, like the Brownie and them case, that even though he's your kid, and it's your right, there are things in line that can make it not be.
Yep, because I've been sick for 2.5 months.
You come to me, oh, why the fuck